On this episode of the Red and Gold Report, we're going to be previewing the Chiefs' upcoming game this Sunday afternoon against the Philadelphia Eagles as we look at mismatches, players to watch, and recent Chiefs news. Let's start with the mismatches. Tyreek Hill is a huge mismatch against the Eagles' defensive backs. Now, after an incredible first week of the season that saw Hill nearly hit 200 yards of receiving, he was double covered with a two-deep safety scheme in weeks 2 and 3. But look for him to get back to those big numbers this week. Of the starting 5 defensive backs for the Eagles, only one has a Pro Football Focus grade over 71, and opposing quarterbacks have a rating of 102.4. This could be a huge game for Hill where he gets back into blowing the top off the defense and really opening up the other options for the Chiefs offense. A mismatch in the Eagles' favor is their offensive line versus the Chiefs' defensive line. The Eagles' offense has the 5th most rushing yards in the league and the 2nd highest yards per rush heading into this week of the season. Massive left tackle and recent signer of a massive $64 million deal, Jordan Mailata, is playing excellent. Right tackle Lane Johnson is a perennial Pro Bowler, as is Travis Kelce's brother, Jason Kelce, who plays center for the Eagles. That's going to be fun to watch. They also have rookie Landon Dickerson at guard in the mix, who is looking promising. That is a mismatch against the Chiefs defensive line, who, after the excellent Chris Jones, the starters are really struggling. Frank Clark is grading at a 34.9, Jerron Dixon at a 48.6, Derek Nottie 32.5. Look for the Chiefs to be using an extra safety in the box to help against the run and a defensive back possibly blitzing to help against the pass. And hey, if you want your weekly Chiefs news, insights, and analysis brought to you by a guy who once had Dante Hall make fun of his family's matching outfits during a family picture session, well then you gotta subscribe to this channel. Next, let's talk about some players to watch. The player for every Chiefs fan to watch if he makes it on the field is number 50, starting linebacker Willie Gay. Gay was placed on the injured reserve with a toe injury following the final preseason game. Now, this is the first game that he is eligible for return. As of when I'm making this video right now, the Chiefs have been quiet on whether he's actually going to return to the lineup this week, simply saying that well, he's getting close. Now, if Willie plays, he's who I'm watching this week. He is fast, he's aggressive, he's a great promising linebacker, and he could be that spark of athleticism and aggression our defense desperately needs. There are actually 3 young Philadelphia offensive players to keep your eye on this week. Starting quarterback Jalen Hurts is going into his 2nd season. He's been about the 10th best quarterback in the league this year, but no one's noticing because the Eagles keep being rumored to be trading for Houston quarterback Deshaun Watson. So for some reason, no one's paying attention to Hurts, but the athletic Hurts can hurt you running. He can hurt you running as much as passing. Also to watch is tight end Dallas Goedert. Few people know about Goedert because the Eagles' older tight end, Zach Ertz, is a more well-known name. But Goedert's the starter and is graded as a top 10 tight end all 4 of his seasons. Also, keep your eye on rookie receiver Devontae Smith. The former Alabama phenom was drafted 10th overall by the Eagles. He is skinny as a rake, but he's fast with great hands, super fun to watch. A Chiefs player to watch is fullback Michael Burton. Now, through 3 games, Michael Burton has only seen 14 offensive snaps, but he is graded as the league's top fullback right now. He's also been a key contributor on special teams, so he seems to be taking on that Anthony Sherman mantle quite nicely. Another Chiefs player to watch is backup safety Juan Thornhill. Thornhill has been outplaying starter Daniel Sorensen pretty consistently, and if he continues to do that, we might see a change in the depth chart. Moving on to some Chiefs news this week, Andy Reid was taken to the hospital following last week's game. Word is that he felt so ill that he was taken as a precaution. However, he is back with the team, saying he feels great and that it's business as usual. Now, Andy, not that Andy actually watches this, but Andy, I know all Chiefs Kingdom is happy to hear you're doing great and we're pulling for you. But maybe this week, take a week off of double cheeseburgers, okay? Also, in Chiefs news, the team signed wide receiver Josh Gordon. Once Josh Gordon was reinstated, I kind of had a feeling that this might happen. It's an intriguing move for the team. In 2013, Gordon was an All-Pro for the Browns as he caught over 1,600 yards of receiving. He's huge, he's fast, he's silky smooth with good hands, and a nickname of Flash. He looked like he was a shoo-in to be the next great receiver in the league. He was phenomenal on the field. The issue was off the field. After an arrest and violating the league's substance abuse, he was suspended for 10 games of the 2014 season. Another suspension took him out for all of 2015. He was out again for all of 2016. In 2017 to 19, he bounced between Cleveland, New England, Seattle. He was suspended again for the 2020 season and last played football for the Zappers, yes, the Zappers, of the fan-controlled football league in 2021. The league reinstated him this week, and the Chiefs signed him, but only to the practice squad. As far as his contributions will go with the Chiefs, who knows what's going to happen? He's going to really need some time to adjust to a new system and to adjust just to the NFL again. So that's why he's on the practice squad. He hasn't played in the NFL for a couple of years. Now, at worst, he sits on the practice squad. It's been too long since he played. He gets suspended again. He just gets cut. But at best, and probably overly optimistic, the Chiefs desperately need a receiving threat after Kelsey and Hill. The disappointing play of our other receiving options, it's really hurt us. And in the best case scenario, Gordon steps into that role. You know, there's bad dudes in this world, but Josh Gordon, he's always felt to me more lost than bad. I genuinely hope he has overcome his demons, and I hope he can contribute to the team. Next, let's talk predictions. This is a huge game for both teams, right? The Chiefs are at the bottom of the AFC West for the first time since 2015, and I am expecting a bounce-back game for our Chiefs. The Chiefs and Eagles are both 1-2, meaning whoever loses this game is going to slip to 1-3. The statistical probability of making the playoffs goes down to about 10 to 15% once you are 1-3. So this is a vital game for both teams. My prediction is that the Chiefs are going to win this one by 10. But what do you think? Leave your prediction in the comments below. Thanks for watching the Red and Gold Report. You got to make sure to hit that subscribe button below this video to get all of the Chiefs news and insights and analysis that you need delivered right to you on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and go Chiefs!